consider Tyron Woodley a more difficult fight than Tommy Fury?
Tyron's definitely a harder fight than Tommy Fury. Way more experience. Tommy Fury's never been past 4 rounds. Tyron Woodley's been in there with killers, absolute monsters. He's more experienced. He's stronger. He's faster. So Tyron's definitely a harder fight. But I already handled him light work the first time. I've gotten even better. Sparred 200 rounds since the last fight. And you're going to see a different version of me.
You know, both guys have a completely different style. Was it a little bit like annoying or difficult for you to kind of switch gears, you know, right when you was in the middle of your camp?
Yeah, that's what people don't realize is that I took this fight on 2 weeks' notice as well. I had to switch up everything. Going from sparring tall guys who are boxers to sparring against shorter MMA fighters. So I only really had 2 weeks to prepare and change the game plan for Tyron. But again, I already beat him. We got the game plan, and it's just time to go to work on Saturday.
Hey, Jake, seeing the fact that you gave Nate Diaz, one of his stablemates, the opportunity to fight on this card, Nate Diaz is here. Is there a message or something that you want to send to him, seeing the fact that he wanted to fight you?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of shit talk going back and forth, and I would love to make that fight happen if it's even possible. I know he's with the UFC, so whatever happens will happen, but that's a massive fight. And I think the people need to see that one. I got to get through Tyron, maybe Tommy, who knows, maybe Nate Diaz, maybe Conor McGregor. The road path is massive right now.
Have you seen Nate at all since he's been here?
I have not seen Nate. I have not seen him. I don't know where he's at, but I'm sure there'll be some shit talk to be said once you cross paths, for sure.
Any issues if you see him?
I mean, we'll see.
Hey Jake, for every great fighter, in every camp, they always add something special to their arsenal. What would you say about this camp that you added to your arsenal in training?
Man, you know, I'm only 4 fights in. This will be my 5th fight. So I'm getting exponentially better work on everything. You know, offense, defense, combinations, maneuvering, foot movement, head position, everything. So we've really tightened up the loose bolts on all corners, and you'll see a lot sharper version of me.
Specifically for this fight coming up, what have you learned from the first fight that you think will help you in the next fight?
I mean, that was my first time even getting hit by a 10-ounce glove. That was my first time going past 2 rounds. None of my previous opponents had even hit me in a professional boxing match. So just that experience, just, you know, getting buzzed a little bit in the 4th round and working through that, coming back and winning all the rest of the rounds. Being in there with a monster in front of 17,000 people, it's a lot to go through in your 4th fight. And like I said, no one in the history of the sport has been fighting 8-round fights in their 3rd fight, in their 4th fight, and in their 5th fight. So that was my first time going 8 rounds into the lights. I proved I could do it, but I know I have a lot of room to improve, and that's what I did this camp. I had a chip on my shoulder. I was pissed off with my performance, came back, and now I get the chance to right my wrongs.